Welcome back to Living 808. We are so lucky here on KHON2 to have a podcast that dives into law topics that it's the top of mind for everyone. And the show's host, Coralie Chun Matayoshi, joins us today with details on her next upcoming podcast. Aloha, Coralie.
Hi, Kelly.
So happy to have you and so interested in learning about the next topics because, again, you always have great subjects that people are really talking about, one of them being a really sad, tragic trial. Can you share a bit about the babysitter trial and what's happening with that and what we saw come through?
The autopsy revealed that baby Abigail had a fatal amount of diphenhydramine, also known as Benadryl, in her system. The question was, how did it get there? The defense argued that the baby could have ingested it through the mother's breast milk since she was taking Tylenol PM at the time, which has Benadryl in it. But a pediatric emergency doctor from Kapiolani Hospital testified that it wasn't possible for the baby to receive a fatal dose of Benadryl from breast milk. The prosecution further argued that the babysitter gave the Benadryl to the baby to make her go to sleep after a long day and ending up having to take care of 4 young children overnight all by herself.
Oh, and so this is an interesting one because a lot of people were kind of curious why it played out the way that it did. And one of the things is the defendant didn't take the stand in her own defense. So why is that?
The defendant declined to testify at trial because the prosecutor would have been allowed to ask her about running an unlicensed daycare center out of her military base home, being accused of endangering toddlers and babies in a pending civil lawsuit, and telling her daughter's friend to lie to the military police. She also could have been cross-examined about being arrested for theft in July while out on bail.
Interesting. Okay. And then immediately after the verdict was read in this case, the defense moved for a mistrial and asked for a new trial. So how did that happen and on what grounds were they standing on?
Right. Well, new evidence just surfaced that the baby's mother had lied on the stand about co-sleeping with the baby and that she was seeing a doctor for mental health reasons around the time of the baby's death. As of the date of this pre-recording, the judge is still deciding whether to declare a mistrial and grant a new trial in this case.
Interesting. Okay. And then this, in addition to this criminal trial, the babysitter is also facing a civil lawsuit claiming that she caused the wrongful death. So what is the difference? Because those seem similar to me.
Right. In criminal cases, the government is seeking punishment against someone for committing a crime against society. A civil case, on the other hand, is a private action seeking compensation for wrongdoing. These are called torts. It's a broad category of claims. Property damage, and someone could be held liable in a civil action, even if found not guilty in a criminal trial. The prime example of this is O.J. Simpson. Why? Because the burden of proof is lower in a civil trial. So instead of proof beyond a reasonable doubt, you just have to prove that it's more likely than not that the person is responsible.
Interesting. Okay, I hadn't really heard about torts before. So O.J. Simpson was an example. Can you give another example?
Well, so most kinds of torts are intentional or negligent. Assault and battery is intentional, like if you hit someone, you didn't do it accidentally, you meant to do it. Negligence, on the other hand, is when you cause harm to someone else, like a car accident where you didn't mean it, but you're still liable. And then there's something called strict liability tort, like if you own a tiger, and no matter how many precautions you take, you're still liable if someone gets injured.
That makes sense. All right. And you have great podcasts. Of course, this is the next episode. What other subjects can we be talking about in the rest of this month?
2 military service members are charged with murdering their wives. Will they stand trial in civil or military court? And what's the difference? And how to avoid cryptocurrency scams. All that and more on KHON2.com. What's the law?
And of course, we'll have that direct link on our website as well, KHON2.com, under the Living 808 tab to get you over to Coralie Chun Matayoshi. Really interesting topics, and you learn so much, so make sure you tune in. Thank you, Coralie, for joining us today.
Thanks, Kelly. See you later.
I'm interested in tuning in, especially to the next one. I think a lot of people are going to be talking about that one.